Okay guys, so I'm super excited to open this box, except for that, to be honest, I already opened it, but we had some camera malfunction, so I'm just gonna act super surprised. And I also made this funny joke about how YouTubers are like, but in reality, if you're setting up a skateboard, you always have a razor. So what is this all about, huh? And I'm literally opening the back side of the box so that you can get that feeling like we're opening this box together. Alright, first thing we see our grip tape. So we got just plain Tactics grip. I thought it didn't have a laser cut thing, but I think it's right there. I just didn't want this laser cut because this is a twin tail, so now it's gonna look like it has a front and a back, even though it doesn't have. Anyways, it's fine. Just gonna mess with my head. Alright, here is beautiful board. So this is not only a twin tail, but it's also a real slick. So the bottom layer, durable heat, fused polymer bottom ply. Don't trip, don't stick. Okay, and then it's a symmetrical board. This is an 8.3 inch wide board, so just a little bit wider than when I skate. I usually skate 8.25. Got stained top ply and bottom ply, which I think is awesome because I think it looks better when the board starts to wear down. Now this board, you can see the graphic is kind of like based off of Ishod Wair. I think he likes cars. Sometimes I'll see this car on his Instagram, and this looks like his car with a bunch of different paint jobs and kitted out with like a rocket on the back and whatnot. So I think the graphic is actually pretty sick. I don't know what else to say. You can see right there, Ishod twin tail. So okay, let's go ahead, open this up real quick and just stand on it so that we can get a feeling of, you know, the twin tail, test it out whether or not there is a noticeable difference to it, because I thought this was super interesting because basically Ishod Wair did this because he was like, I would rather not worry about it and just skate both ways and not like be tripping out on what direction my board needs to face. And I think that's really cool because not only is it, you know, the one less thing to think about or complain about or whatever it is, but on top of that, it will help your board wear out more evenly. So if you don't have one tail, that means you get to use both tails. Each one gets worn down half as much, and basically you get a board that lasts twice as long. So coming close, if you can see, maybe you can see some light coming off of this, but you can actually see the Everslick material. It's kind of this texture all across the top. So hopefully that keeps the graphic looking really nice and clean as well. So put it on the ground. I almost like put it one way because that's how the logo goes. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. It's got two of these oval logos, one that says real and then the other one says Ishod twin tail. So that's kind of sick. I kind of wish I would have gotten clear grip with this because I like that. The top ply colors looks really good. Oh, couldn't get the nollie front shove. Should try a barefoot kickflip? Probably not, probably not. Okay, well, let's go ahead and grip this board. All right, so for this grip job, I'm going to cut a line vertically. So this is my solution for doing that. Basically, I'm gonna line up this with the edge of the box. I basically like opened it up so that way I can use this to kind of trace and get a line. Hypothetically, this distance should be half of the grip, so this should be cutting right in the middle. Question mark? Hopefully this works. Okay, let's see how that turns out. I might have gotten a little bit wiggly in the middle, but so this line is like really crooked, you can see, but that's not a problem because we'll just put the clean lines on the inside. See, we're thinking. Here we go. Gotta punch out the little laser cut. Alrighty. This is always the difficult part, is knowing exactly how much space to leave. Now it's a little bit off center. This is just so much pressure to get it right in the middle. I don't even know how I did this last time. If I don't get this straight in the middle, it's gonna piss me off the whole time I'm skating it. So that's why I'm taking so long. Maybe if I like, this is probably the move right here. Take this guy, use him to line it up. You know what I'm gonna do? I hope this doesn't look stupid, but I'm gonna try and put it right where the bolts go. Just barely try and cover these bolts. I think that's pretty good. I'm going crazy. I'm like ready to snap the board and I haven't even got the grip on yet. If anybody knows a better way of doing this, leave in the comments below because I am literally losing my mind. Alright, so that literally took me like 20 minutes just to put the grip on, and I still didn't get it centered, and I was losing my mind. So roast me in the comments below, and the best roast, I'll pin it to the top of the video. But that's what we've got so far. That whole cut went so good till the last bit. Alright, happy with that grip job. Okay, so this is the weird part, is because this is a twin tail, I literally don't have to worry about which truck goes where. So that's trippy, and I feel like that's gonna take some getting used to when I'm actually riding this board, because now I'm gonna be riding my trucks backwards. So I'm gonna have to like tighten them a bunch just to like get used to, you know, riding both directions. Cause usually my back truck, I don't know if this happens to you, but my back truck will come super loose. I think it's just because I put all my weight in the back, and so that's just something that happens to me. I don't know if that's normal or not, but now I'm gonna have to keep both trucks super tight because there can't be any difference, because now I'm gonna be riding it both ways. So that's one thing that I didn't necessarily like think about with these trucks. I know when I was listening to the 9 Club, basically Chris Roberts was saying he got a whole new complete, because when you've ridden it one way, the bushings are worn in to turn a certain way. And so it's easier to start with a fresh pair of bushings and just skate it both ways than it is to, you know, try and reshape your bushings skating a twin tail. But I don't think I'm gonna bother getting new bushings. I'm just gonna go with it as it is. And if it causes me too much problems, like, I'll get some new bushings. But for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and just do it as is. I want you guys to leave it in the comments below if you've ever put your trucks on backwards like that. I swear I've seen every person on YouTube, all the skate YouTubers or whatever, I've seen, like, I swear in all their videos, a moment where they like put it on backwards, and I just don't know. I don't know if that's acting or how can you, sometimes I just wonder if that's real or if that's just for the video or what it is, because it's like, I've literally never done it. But at the same time, some of those people, like I'm thinking about like Garrett Jenner, like he's like a real skateboarder. I mean, he's a YouTube skateboarder, but he's one of the better ones for sure. I could see if you're setting up boards like so much and like snapping boards so much that maybe that could happen, but yeah, leave it in the comments below if that's ever happened to you. Honestly, I can't wait to start riding this thing to see how it's gonna be, but I think it's gonna take a definite adjustment period, especially like my trucks, I'm used to grinding them on one side, and so I feel like they're gonna feel like brand new trucks when I skate the board backwards. What I am really excited about though is being able to just like do a pop shove it and do a pop shove it and do a pop shove it and never have to worry about which way my board is facing, or, you know, big spin or whatever it is. Just like always be ready to go. I think that's gonna be super sick. Probably going to hate editing this. It's a lot of footage. I really like editing videos where I skate because I get to see the clips that I got, and that's like honestly the biggest reward for me, is to like see myself improving. But in just board setup videos, I get super bored editing them because it's just, I don't know, it's kind of boring, but people like seeing it, so I give the people what they want. Unless the people want good skateboarding. In that case, you're in the wrong place, dude. Yeah, so you can see this truck right here wobbles like a whole ton. This is my back truck. It's always getting like that. So I am gonna tighten this bad boy down a whole ton. All right guys, so I've got my real skateboard. Ishod twin tail with the slick bottom ply. Super sick. Really like the color, really like the graphic, and I'm super hyped to be able to skate both ways. I just tightened down my trucks a ton on my back truck because that one for me is always looser. So this will be a good test, a good experiment to see kind of, you know, whether this is something that I would like to stick with. But just by looking at the shape of the deck, it's not super narrow. The nose and tail do have some good width on them, even though they're technically two tails. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this is. So here's my setup from start to finish. We've got some Tactics shop grip, and then we've got our real slick twin tail Ishod deck, and then I've got some Indy mids. Right now we've got Spitfire lock-ins, and then Reds bearings and Bones bushings with independent hardware. So that's the setup, guys. I hope you enjoyed this board setup. I'm gonna be skating this board tomorrow, so if you want more information on this board, you can obviously Google, but I'm gonna be putting out a lot more videos about this board and what I think about it. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make every day a Friday, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.